Record-breaking ocean heat waves. 96% of oceans affected in 2023. Climate change alert. Imagine a world where the oceans, which cover over 70% of our planet, are experiencing extreme heat waves that threaten the very foundation of our ecosystem. This is not a fictional scenario, but a harsh reality that we're facing today. In 2023, a staggering 96% of the world's oceans experienced extreme heat waves, making it the biggest, most intense, and most persistent on record. But here's where it gets controversial. These heat waves may be a sign of a climate tipping point, a threshold beyond which certain effects of climate change become irreversible. The study, published in the journal Science, used satellite observations and ocean circulation data to evaluate the marine heat waves of 2023. The results were alarming, with the year setting new records for heat wave temperatures, duration, and geographic range. The most intense warming occurred in the North Atlantic, Tropical Pacific, South Pacific, and North Pacific, accounting for 90% of unexpected oceanic heating during 2023. The North Atlantic marine heat wave lasted for 525 days, and the Southwest Pacific heat wave broke records for geographic extent and duration. But what's driving these extreme heat waves? The scientists identified several factors, including rising solar radiation due to reduced cloud cover, weakened winds, and changes in ocean currents. And this is the part most people miss. The 2023 marine heat waves may indicate a fundamental shift in ocean dynamics, which could be an early warning of a climate tipping point. However, it's still uncertain whether or not oceans have reached a crucial tipping point just yet. As Ryan Walter, a marine scientist at the California Polytechnic State University, noted, tipping points are difficult to quantify. The ocean and atmosphere contain many feedback loops, making it tricky to predict exactly where climate tipping points occur. Other factors, such as the large El Niño event in the summer of 2023, may have also influenced the record-breaking ocean heat waves. Michael McFadden, the senior scientist at the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, agreed that 2023 was a remarkable year for marine heat waves and other climate extremes, but cautioned that I don't consider 2023 to be a tipping point. Despite the uncertainty, one thing is clear. Extreme marine heat waves have devastating impacts on marine ecosystems and human livelihoods. These events can lead to coral bleaching, mass marine die-offs, and economic challenges by disrupting fisheries and aquaculture. As Walter noted, marine heat waves have emerged globally as one of the most severe threats to marine ecosystems. The expansion of certain species habitats, such as the venomous sea snakes that appeared on California beaches, can further destabilize already battered ecosystems. So, what can we expect in the future? Unfortunately, these extreme marine heat waves won't be the last. As McFadden said, what you're seeing is a consequence of climate change. We're just going to see more temperature extremes in the ocean and in the atmosphere. The question is, what will we do about it? Will we take action to reduce our carbon footprint and mitigate the effects of climate change? Or will we continue down a path of destruction? The choice is ours, but one thing is certain: the future of our planet depends on it. We invite you to share your thoughts and opinions on this critical issue. Do you think the 2023 marine heat waves are a sign of a climate tipping point? What actions can we take to reduce the impacts of climate change on our oceans and ecosystems? Let us know in the comments. Unprecedented marine heat waves in 2023. Oceans at boiling point. Warning signs from the deep. Oceans reach a boiling point in 2023. Imagine a world where the oceans, our planet's thermal regulators, are no longer able to absorb the heat. Welcome to 2023, a year that marked an unprecedented milestone in the Earth's climate history. Marine heat waves, prolonged periods of abnormally warm ocean temperatures, engulfed a staggering 96% of the planet's ocean surface, lasting 4 times longer than historical averages. But here's where it gets alarming. Scientists are now questioning whether this phenomenon signals a fundamental shift in the delicate dance between our oceans and atmosphere. A year of records, unpacking the science. A comprehensive study published in the journal Science and led by researchers from China and the United States, delves into the extremes of 2023's marine heatwaves. Unlike their land-based counterparts, these oceanic events unfold slowly, sometimes persisting for months or even years. The North Atlantic's 525-day event, which began in mid-2022, is a stark example. Meanwhile, the Southwest Pacific witnessed record-breaking marine heatwaves in terms of both geographic expanse and duration. The perfect storm, El Niño and beyond. The emergence of El Niño in the tropical eastern Pacific saw sea surface temperatures skyrocket by 1.63 degrees Celsius, or approximately 2.934 Fahrenheit, above average, a significant anomaly in oceanographic terms. By leveraging satellite observations and high-resolution ocean modeling from the Oceanic Ocean Plate Grid on BiBlock, the research team discovered that the 2023 marine heatwaves outlasted historical averages by a factor of 4. Notably, 4 regions, the North Atlantic, tropical eastern Pacific, North Pacific, and Southwest Pacific, accounted for a whopping 90% of the excess ocean heating. Regional drivers and global consequences. So, what drove these extremes? Reduced cloud cover in some areas allowed more solar radiation to penetrate the ocean surface, while weakened winds disrupted typical cooling patterns. In other regions, ocean currents shifted, trapping heat instead of dispersing it. The consequences were severe. Global average sea surface temperatures hit a record 69.73 degrees Fahrenheit in early August, according to NOAA, with 2023 ultimately claiming the title of the warmest year on record, with global surface temperatures a startling 2.12 degrees Fahrenheit above the 20th century average. Ecosystems in peril and economic fallout. The impact on marine ecosystems was devastating. Coral reefs, highly sensitive to temperature fluctuations, experienced widespread bleaching events. Mass die-offs affected various species across affected regions. The fishing industry also felt the economic pinch, as abnormally warm waters disrupted fish populations, forcing boats to venture farther from shore or return empty-handed, particularly along the northeastern United States and Alaskan coasts, where marine heat waves have intensified dramatically since the 1980s. A new territory for climate change. Scientists have long warned that human-driven climate change is increasing the frequency and intensity of marine heatwaves. However, the 2023 events seem to have crossed into uncharted territory, both in terms of global reach and persistence. But here's the question. Are we witnessing a tipping point in ocean-atmosphere interaction? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Study details and further reading. The study, involving 17 researchers from esteemed institutions worldwide, relied on multiple data sources, including the Oceanic Ocean Modeling Project. For more on the intersection of climate change and marine ecosystems, explore the links provided in the original research publication. The bottom line. The 2023 marine heatwaves serve as a stark reminder of the rapid changes occurring in our oceans and the narrow window for preventing more extreme shifts in the future. Stay informed about the latest climate research and its implications for our planet. 2023's unprecedented ocean heat waves signal climate tipping point. Unprecedented ocean heat waves in 2023 indicate a possible climate tipping point. In 2023, the oceans around the globe have undergone an extraordinary level of warming, with extensive marine heat waves impacting a staggering 96% of the ocean surface. This phenomenon has shattered previous records in terms of intensity, duration, and scale, as highlighted by a recent study published in the journal Science. This alarming trend could signify a crucial shift in oceanic behavior, suggesting that we may be approaching a tipping point. After this point, it is possible that average sea temperatures will be permanently elevated, and sudden marine ecosystems may face irreversible damage. The authors of the study emphasize the gravity of these findings, urging us to consider the long-term implications for our planet's climate and biodiversity. But here's where it gets controversial. Are we truly prepared to face the consequences of these changes? As the oceans continue to warm, the potential for catastrophic impacts on weather patterns, marine life, and even human livelihoods increases. This is the part most people miss when discussing climate change. It's not just about rising temperatures, It's about the cascading effects that follow. What do you think? Are we at a point of no return? Or is there still hope for recovery? Join the conversation and share your thoughts in the comments.